Hello everybody, my name is Death Warrior, and today we are going to be talking about Mike and Ike's. Specifically, we're going to be talking about who is Mike and who is Ike, alright? This is a topic that I have wanted to research for a very long time, and I think you guys are going to be surprised about what I found. So to begin, I just want to say that Mike and Ike's are one of my favorite candies. Ever since growing up, I always enjoyed these things. And it might have something to do psychologically that my name is on the package, but still, I've always enjoyed these. I don't know if any of you guys remember it, but there was a time where Mike and Ike split up, and this was a big deal to me back in the day. As time went on, I kind of just got over it, you know what I'm saying? Now that it's been years and years past, I was thinking about it, and I was like, that was kind of a weird thing. Nobody talks about it, you know? Everybody just kind of got over it. And I was just thinking about it the other day, and I'm like, what was really the story behind that? What actually happened? The way they did this, they made a huge deal about it at the time. They took the packages, and they would scribble out one of the names. You know, it was either Mike or it was Ike. And obviously, as a kid, I sided with Mike. Obviously, we like Mike, you know what I'm saying? But it was just weird because they had all these advertisements and all, the packaging and all just was driving it. It was like Mike and Ike are splitting up. This went on for quite a while until Mike and Ike actually got back together a few years later, and they redesigned the box, and after that, people pretty much forgot about this topic entirely. I literally had not thought about this in years, and one day, a month ago, it finally came back up, and I'm like, you know what? Why don't I just do some research on it and just finally find out who these people are? Because I had no idea how something this monumental could happen and then just a year later just completely disappear. Nobody ever talks about this, alright? So this is what I found on the Wikipedia page. This is where my world came crashing down, okay? Because the first line of this Wikipedia page says, "The origin of the candy's name remains unknown." So I was like, hold on. I thought it was named after a Mike and an Ike. So then I went down to media because I remember these commercials were such a big deal, and it says in April 2012, the company ran an ad campaign based on the premise that Mike and Ike were breaking up due to creative differences. This made absolutely no sense to me because I thought Mike and Ike were actually people, because in the commercials they made it seem like these were actually people behind this candy who were actually breaking up. On the boxes they actually wrote these little things like defending themselves, oh, this is why I'm leaving, you know? So then you go down to the history tab, and it's just a whole bunch of nonsense, and you're like, hold on, have I been lied to all my life? And let me tell you guys something. Mike and Ike were never fucking real, alright? I know it's hard to believe, but there is no such thing as Mike, and there is no such thing as Ike. They're not real people, and I don't know if I'm the only one who believed this, but I actually thought that behind the company there was a Mike and there was an Ike. I still can't believe they did this to us because they ran ads and put things on the package to make it seem like these were real people and they were actually breaking up. They used actors and they wrote down I swear to God, on the Mike box it's I'm quitting because Ike is spending too much time making music or something. And I was like, fuck yeah, Mike, get out of there. Fuck Ike, you know what I'm saying? I was like, how could they do that to us? Oh my God, I'm still so heated about it. Because this was just something that happened in my life and I just accepted. I didn't question it. You know, I had no idea. I trusted this company, okay? I stood up for Mike. I was ready to put my life down on the line for this fictional person who doesn't exist. It's actually genius when you think about it. If you go back and watch some of those advertisements, I still don't know if anybody else believed it, but I truly believed that this was actually a thing that was happening. And if you go back and watch some of those advertisements, it's quite beautiful the way they did it. Clearly today, I would have known that it was a joke if I saw those ads, but back then I was 11 years old and I just didn't know any better. But wait, hold on. I just found something. Wait, Mike and Ike's breakup was confirmed as a gay divorce. That's canon. That's a real thing. It's literally not real. And they added all of this lore to it. It's what are you guys doing? Alright, this is the most I'm going into this. It's just candy. Nobody actually cares. But it's just so funny that they went out of their way to do all this stuff, and it wasn't even real, and they made it into a gay divorce, and it was just so extra. Like, nobody cares, honestly. I also want everybody to let me know if you believe this back in the day. Like, if you remember these ads and you were actually, like, if you believed that Mike and Ike were real people and they were breaking up, all right? Because I hope I'm not the only one that believed this. All right, I hope everybody enjoyed. Go out and buy some Mike and Ikes. They're not sponsoring, but you know. This has been Death Warrior, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you for watching.